Shinde moves the election commission, in what capacity does he move the election commission?
Pull him out of the party. He has already given up membership of the party under the 10th schedule.
No, when he moves, does he move in his capacity as an elected member of the legislature?
Yes.
Or does he move in his capacity as a member of the party?
No, as a member of the legislature. He says that I am the party. This is the whole question, brothers. How will your lordship decide regarding the election matter, brothers, in the context of his moving the election commission and declare himself? You will have to first decide his status. But on the 29th of June, they came here and brothers, they wanted to form a separate government in alignment with the BJP. And so, brothers, this court, we challenged all that, and this court passed an order on the 29th of June. Kindly note that. Between 21st and 29th of June, whatever happened, I'll tell you later. But 21st of June, it started, and on 29th of June, this court passed an important order saying, having given our thoughtful consideration to the diverse submissions, we do not find any ground to stay the convening of the special session of the Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha on the 30th of June. Tomorrow, that is 11 a.m., with the only agenda of a trust vote. The proceedings of the trust vote to be convened on the 30th of June shall be subject to the final outcome of the instant writ petition, as well as the writ petitions referred to above. So, what happened after the 29th of June in the assembly? The swearing in of the chief minister, the forming of the cabinet, functioning of the government, passing of the trust, everything, this court is subject to the outcome of these petitions. Which means the office of the chief minister is under a cloud. Which means what happened in the assembly is under a cloud. And that will be determined by your lordships when your lordships decide the petition. Then mark the third date, which is the most important date. It is the 19th of July, 2022. On the 19th of July, 2022, Eknath Shinde alone moves the election commissioner. So, brothers, it is clear, therefore, that till the 19th of July, he had not moved the election commission. Everything prior to that was subject to the outcome of this petition. He is now submitted.
Mr. Sibbal, when Mr. Shinde moves the election commission, in what capacity does he move the election commission?
Pull him out of the party. He has already given up membership of the party under the 10th schedule.
No, when he moves, does he move in his capacity as an elected member of the legislature?
Yes.
Or does he move in his capacity as a member of the party?
No, as a member of the legislature. He says that I am the party. This is the whole question, brothers. How will your lordship decide regarding the election matter, brothers, in the context of his moving the election commission and declare himself? You will have to first decide his status. That status will be
Mr. Sibbal, he can move only as a member of the party.
No.
He has to be.
Please understand, brothers. Sadically, what your lordship has held is, brothers, there are several layers. It has to be counted as to who is the party. And if he is disqualified as a member of the legislature, how will that dare be counted by the election commission? Legislative majority. This can't be done. Election Commission can't go into matters, brothers, which are kindly said. The 1968 symbols order, brothers, happened in 1968, where in 1985, he says, herein petitioner so and so, senior leader of the Sena Legislative Party and current Chief Minister of the state of Maharashtra, which is all under cloud by orders of this court on 29th of June. I challenge the very locus of the person, brothers, to move the Election Commission. The very locus is under challenge.
Which powers of the election commission are being invoked when he moved this application under 19622? Is it under the symbols order or
Yes, symbols order.
It's on the symbols order.
Yes, it's under the symbols order.
So Sadiq Ali Naik.
Yes, Sadiq Ali Naik. And Sadiq Ali was at a time when the 10th schedule was not there.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And this is the very
That's
question
an
that
aspect.
the lordships have heard in the reference. That's the very question referred. Now, if you refer the very question, that means there's a prima facie issue to be decided. Now, my friend is
Mr.
asking.
Sibbal, the mere fact that there is a reference which has been made does not stall a constitutional authority from taking recourse to its powers under the law.
But this is also.
Because you're right, that one of the issues which has been framed is the power of the EC to decide upon a split in a party.
Yes.
But that by itself and per se will not really restrain the authority from proceeding ahead if it has authority to decide that under the law.
I don't dispute that fact, but I'm saying prior to that, there are disqualification petitions.
So we got your point. Your point really is that on the 29th of June 2022, when this court passed an order, it made the trust vote was not stayed, but it said this would be subject to the outcome of the petitions.
That's right.
Therefore, according to the office of the CM, the proceedings in the assembly are all under really a cloud, or they are subject to the decision of the petition.
Correct.
And therefore, according to you, the proceedings before the ECI are an offshoot of what has happened before. Therefore, they shouldn't go on pending the disposal of the reference. That really is the sum and substance of your argument.
Broadly, that's what I want to submit to your Lord.
Yes.
Now, can kindly look at it this way. In the meantime, under the 10th schedule, they are members of the original political party. This is very important. 10th schedule does not recognize a split. It used to recognize a split, when para 3 was there.
But post 2003, para 3 goes.
1st of January 2004, it was removed.
Original political party as legislators,
Yes.
not as members.
Yes.
Legislators.
Correct. Therefore, the original
That's under question.
Yes. Now, that means he is a member of the original political party. Now, if he is a member of the original political party, and there is an issue of disqualification that is pending, whether it's pending or not, that's another issue. That again will have to be looked at. Then, if he is disqualified, having voluntarily given up membership of the party under 21A, and having violated the whip under 21B, this all happened prior to 19th of July, when he moved the Election Commission. And your Lordship knows, in Rajendra Rana, your Lordships have held, the date of the decision will relate back to the act of disqualification. The day when that act took place. Your Lordship knows, as a matter of law, that when any legislative party and members of the legislative party who are members of the House, the Speaker of the Assembly is conveyed those who are office bearers within the House, namely the whip. Who is the whip? That's conveyed to the Speaker. The whip, the chief whip, they continue to be members of the original political party while that whip is operating. They can't claim themselves to be a faction. But the 10th schedule doesn't recognize that. Election Commission does. The 10th schedule does not. So if you say that you are a separate faction while you are a member of the original political party, according to me, you have given up membership of the party. There's nothing more to be done. Because all of these are admitted documents. This is not evidence.
Therefore, Mr. Sibbal, the position really is this, that the 10th schedule post 1/1/2004 does not recognize a faction or the 1/3 split which it recognized prior to 1/1/2004 is now no longer recognized by the 10th schedule. On the other hand, you do have the 1968 order, the symbols order, which contemplates that there could be more than one faction of a political party. Now, the 1968 order governs a political party. The ambit of the disqualification provisions of the 10th schedule is the legislative party, the legislature party.
Right.
Because the speaker, in the course of his authority to decide whether there is a disqualification or otherwise, cannot let in evidence aliende to decide as to whether a group of persons are or are not members of the wider political unit called the political party.
No, it does. It does.
That is
218.
Can the speaker, for instance,
Yes.
we note from the written submissions, we are putting this to you because now we have the benefit of seeing the written submissions which have been formulated earlier.
Correct.
They say, for instance, that we have produced 1.5 lakh affidavits of members of the party saying that there is a faction which is represented by them. Now, does the speaker have the power to let in evidence to decide this process which would otherwise fall within the ambit of the EC?
No.
Now, therefore, we have to define, even for the purposes of your interim application, what is the ambit of the jurisdiction of the speaker on the one hand, and what is the ambit on the other hand of the jurisdiction of the election commission.
Correct.
In terms of the symbol order.
Right.
Because the political unit called the political party is a much wider configuration than the legislative unit of that party, which consists of the elected members.